In this lesson, we are going to study stages of flowering plant life cycle. A flowering plant life cycle can be broken down into several stages. For the primary students, it is enough to say that there are 5 key stages such as germination, growth, flowering, seed formation, seed dispersal. In other words, we can say seedling, young plant, adult plant, like that also we can say like this. What happens in the life cycle of flowering plant? First seedling, young plant, adult plant with fruits. Okay.
First one
Explain what parts. Yes.
First one is seeds. Most flowering plants reproduce mainly from seeds. Then seedling. The seed germinate into seedlings.
Okay.
Then the seedling turns into an adult plant with the help of energy from sunlight.
Okay.
After adult plants
Their
flowers will become into fruits.
No, that will become fruit. That flowers become fruits.
Then the fruit bears seeds and turns into a plant to another generation. Like that, the life cycle will continue.
Okay. Yes, in other words, we can say first stage germination. Seeds come on all different shapes and size, but every seeds contain an embryo. It will go on to become a fully grown plant. Most seeds need moisture, oxygen, and warmth in order to germinate. The amount of each things can differ on the types of plant and how it has adapted to its environment. In second stage, growth. During this phase, the seedling develops into a mature plant. Depending on species of plant, this can take also from days to weeks to even years. Throughout this phase, the plant's roots are growing below ground to allow it to absorb the water and nutrients. The roots also provide the plants with stability and support, anchoring it on the soil. Also, the stem will get taller and stronger, and the leaves will develop. The development of the leaves is really important part of this stage. In leaves, the plant will begin to photosynthesize and make its own food. This food is required for its continued growth. In a flowering plant life cycle, the plant will begin to grow flower buds also. In next stage, flowering. Growth after this plant started to flower. Once the plant has reached maturity, the flower buds will develop into flowers. These flowers are important in the plant's life cycle as this is where the new seeds are made. In other words, we can say the flower is where reproduction happens. There are 2 keys: pollination, fertilization. Once fertilization has occurred, seeds will form, and inside these seeds will be a plant. At this point in a flowering plant life cycle, the flowering will die and the fruit will develop. The fruit protects the seeds from damage and help them in the final stage of the life cycle. Next one, seeds dispersal. The final stage in the flowering plant's life cycle is the seeds dispersal. Seed dispersal can happen in so many different ways, and it all depends on how seeds and fruits have been adapted. Fruits like berries, apples, tomatoes are eaten by animals and birds and then excreted eventually. Some seeds are broken into the wind, others have adapted to float in water. Some have even developed hooks that help them attach to passes by. Ultimately, seeds' main goal is to find themselves a suitable places on the ground where they can germinate and start life cycle again.